Hello and welcome to today's edition of Pegasus Test. Today we're covering Part 7 of the Gunfighter Gauntlet of 2025. This is the tribute to Enemy at the Gates, and here you see me after going through the barbed wire through the rubble of Stalingrad. I crawl onto the roof of Pavel's house and begin to engage the targets of heathen fascists littering the field. So you had a series of targets from about 150 to 500. And I'm really enjoying shooting the M110 here. Doing pretty good here. I wish I was shooting a bit faster. Yeah. And working with the RO, calling it out, probably made his job a little easier. He gave me good calls where he could.
400. Raj. 500.
Yeah, the 500 is going to trip me out, just like it did on the Welcome Back 47 stage. It was a bit of a challenge to get out there. And the fact that the RO is not being able to make a call, and that's no dig against him. He's doing the best he can under these conditions. He's getting no splash. He got all that grass out there. The fact that I got any calls at all is a tribute to his ability. But I made a pretty quick tactical decision that I'm wasting too much time there and too much ammo, and just decided to move on, take the penalty for that one. Try to make up some time moving under that barbed wire as fast as I can. And crawling into the bunker here so I can kill more fascists. And I kind of do a little bit of self-sabotage here, because once I get the rifle loaded, the position I get into is probably not the best, and by that, the most stable, and also didn't set me up good for scope. Looking through the scope, I mean, I'm going to miss these first couple poppers at about 150, which should have been easy hits.
I'm missing the popper high.
You can see I'm a little surprised by that, and I think the way I was looking through the scope, I was probably getting a little parallax. That was just enough to throw me off. But collected them up and then moved on to the next target. And then I realized that my position, my arm up on that crossbeam, is not doing me any favors. So I decided to go ahead and readjust. But that crossbar that rifle's resting on, just a wee bit high, making the position uncomfortable and unstable. But the hits are coming slowly. And I had to put 2 hits on that target because I broke the other one, so they just told me to put 2 on that one. That was probably about 350. Then I went out for the 4. Remembered my holdover from previously, so picked up that hit. And then moved on to the 5. And ran out of time, which was rather frustrating and surprising, because I thought I was going a lot better than I was. Now let's take a look at Coop's run.
Yep, ready. Stand by.
All right, now we watch Coop go through the rubble. And he said he missed the mud from yesterday at LZ X-Ray, but I think he didn't really. And on he goes to the roof of Pavel's house here, losing his ear pro. As you saw me go through the mud in LZ X-Ray, at least he lucked out and did get a muddy set of ears. And he's probably pretty happy about that. Once he's loaded up and ready to go, he starts working the targets. And hits are coming, which is a good thing. But he's probably taking a bit longer than he wanted to, if I was able to ask him that question right now. And then having a malfunction, that really sucks, because Coop and Kevin really put in the work the night before. After having their rifles go through the mud at the LZ X-Ray stage, they did a pretty thorough cleaning, and to have that malfunction come after putting all that maintenance in is frustrating as heck. And I do feel for the guys on that one. This is one of the cool things about the Gunfighter, because while you do pistol work and you do up-close rifle work, you also have to be able to do the long-range stuff. You got to be able to deliver across the whole spectrum, which makes this particular shooting match particularly good. Also, the set dressing done on this stage is absolutely outstanding. and Coop goes to get that bonus shot. They had an 8-inch target out there at 500 yards, and if you hit it, you got a pretty hefty bonus. Now, as mentioned before, he said he wanted mud, but I think he's secretly happy there was none there. And Coop wiggles into the bunker to get set up. Now, like as I mentioned before, when you got to the bunker here, you had to engage the same series of targets you did on the rooftop. And having that horrible crippling disability of being left-handed probably worked against Coop here. And he's having the same problem with that crossbar that I had, where it's a little too high for the prone. But he gets the best supported and brace position that he can get. And it definitely increased the difficulty of the engagement. But that's why they do it.
No call.
And again, Coop trying to find a steady position. He decides he's going to try for steady and then monopod off the crossbeam. And like me, the buzzer's coming up, and Coop was just as surprised as I was because he thought he had more time than he had, which was really frustrating to get surprised like that. All right, now it's Kevin's turn to go to Stalingrad, because as we know, when the man in front of you dies, takes his rifle and load it with the ammo that you have. So he was third in line, so in theory that's what he did. No, not really. Now, Kev's got a real challenge, because after he gets up on the rooftop, he's got to make engagements out to 500 yards with his EO Tech. And he's right here, he's demonstrating why I freaking hate chamber flags. I despise the things. Because they always cause more problems than they solve.
Hit! Hit!
But the hits are coming for Kev here, so good for him. Although right now I bet you Kev's wishing he had a magnifier of some type on there.
No call.
Sorry, I called the, I swapped it. I made a mistake. I'm aiming for the far left side one.
Yep, I'm on you.
All right, sorry about that.
Good communication with the RO there. That helps the RO's job of calling shots to know what you're aiming at, because they already got a pretty tough job with this terrain. As I've mentioned so many times so far in this narration, is that there's no splash coming up, so unless they catch a little bit of trace, there's not much help they can give you.
Drop the mag and fire the bonus. Drop the mag.
Yep, oh yeah, yep. Got excited. Sorry.
Of course, the high-value target clearing shot to turn the rifle into a stick and make it safe for all the maneuvering is about to be done here. And as you notice, Kevin's rifle sling was hung up on his pistol there. That was a distraction. Probably slowed him down just a little bit. Although not much. Because as you will see, while Kevin times out like Coop and I did, he got further along than the rest of us did. So good on him. And again, that racing on that crossbar forced some pretty awkward positions. And to have the rifle malfunctioning again is also frustrating. Kev chose to go get on the knees and lean over and lean into that crossbar. And he's getting some hits here, so definitely wasn't the wrong answer.
Hit!
I'm going for the popper in the center.
Popper, got it. Hit!
Going for the left 4.
Left 4.
That communication with the RO helps. It's also a
Pushing
good
for the
team building
5.
exercise.
Moving on. I'm going to move on to from the 5 too. I'm going to clear my shot, right?
Drop mag, drop mag.
Drop mag. And clear.
And he took a chance at the bonus shot. Now, one of the things I like that they did here, you couldn't just say, oh, there's no way I can hit that 8-inch plate at 500 yards and launch around. No, you actually had to try and engage it, or else they would penalize you for it. And Kev makes it all the way up to the VTAC here before the buzzer gets him. We hope you're enjoying this coverage of the Gunfighter Gauntlet. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and tune in tomorrow for the final part, Part 8.